231. Okay. So what are these chromosomes? Chromosomes are the carrier of genes. Okay. They carry genes. And as I have already discussed, like we are having homologous chromosomes, the same type of chromosomes, one from each parents. So homologous chromosomes are same type, having same shape and size, and they carry same type of genes in the same place. Like for example, I am having a genes capital S here in this part of chromosome. So I'll have another genes, maybe same capital S or maybe small s in that same place. Okay. So homologous chromosome, they are the same type of chromosome, having same shape and size, having same type of genes in the same place, and they are derived from one of the parents, one from the mother and the other from the father. Okay. So now children, as I told you, genes, these are few new terms which we need to know before we actually go to Mendel's law. Genes we already know, alleles, character, traits, phenotype, genotype. Okay. So genes, as I told you, genes we know they are the hereditary unit. Hereditary unit. They are the units which determines, which passes from one generation to another. Now the alternate form of genes is called alleles. Okay. Alternate form of genes means, let me explain you with an example. Let's talk about character first of all. Okay. Character means our bodily feature which can be inherited, which can be gone from one generation to other generation. So let's talk about a character. Think the character which we have is, let it be hair color. Okay. So hair color is character. So character is what? Any bodily feature, any feature which can be inherited or which can be transmitted from one generation to another, that is called character. Think you have got an accident. You got a scratch or a cut somewhere. So do you think it will be passed to the next generation, to your children? Of course not. So that is not a character. But think you have got black hair. So there is a chance that it will be passed to next generation. So that is a character. Character means the features which are genetically controlled, hereditary control, which are under the control of a genes. Okay. So you have got a character, hair color. Let's talk about two characters. Let it be hair color and hair texture. Okay. Hair texture means, so we can have two type of hair color. What? There could be many types, but let's talk about two types, black and brown. Okay. There could be two hair texture, smooth and curly. Okay. Nowadays there could be so many things in between also, but black and brown, smooth and curly. So the alternative form of character, it is called trait. So every character is having an alternative form. We call it trait. Like hair color is black and brown, hair texture is maybe smooth and curly. Every character has two alternative form. You can see character around you. You will see like roller. If you can roll your tongue, you are a roller. But some of you will not be able to roll your tongue. You are a non-roller. Your earlobe. This is free earlobe. Sometimes the earlobe is joint like this. That is jointed earlobe. Dimple cheeks. Simple cheeks. So they are two characters. Right-handedness, left-handedness. These are also two traits. So every character is having at least two alternative traits, and these two alternative traits are controlled by every character, children. Every character is controlled by a pair of genes. A pair, at least a pair. So think this hair character, it is controlled by a pair of genes. Let it be capital B and small b. Okay. So hair color is controlled by a pair of genes, capital B and small b. Now let's talk about this. Okay. So if you are having black hair, so there is a possibility that your genes is capital B or capital B. You are having this capital B genes, because of that your hair is starting. Okay. So think you are having black hair. Okay. So there is a possibility that you are having genes capital B, capital B. You are having brown hair. Okay. So think you are having two genes, small b and small b. So if you are having both small b and small b, your hair color is brown. If you are having both capital B and capital B, your hair color is black. There is one more possibility. You may have two different genes, capital B and small b. Yes? So what do you think? What should be your hair color? Black, brown, or maybe blackish brown or brownish black? No. Actually, if you are having capital B and small b, then also your hair color will be black. Now why? Why it so happens? You are having capital B and small b and still your hair color is black? Because children, when we are having a pair of genes, as I told you, every character is controlled by a pair of genes. So when you are having a pair of genes, you are having capital B and small b. So out of this pair of genes, alternative form of genes, we call it alleles. Okay. So alternative form of genes, they are called alleles, which encode for a particular character but in a different way. In a different way means capital B and small b both are responsible for the character, that is hair color. But both are controlling different type of character. Stop. Start. Okay. So see, capital B and small b. These are two types of alternative form of genes which are coding for the same character. Same character means the hair color. But they are encoding in a different way. Like capital B is encoding for black and small b is encoding for brown. Got my point? So alleles are what? They are the alternate form of genes which are responsible for same character or which encodes for the same character but in a different way. In a different way means capital B is encoding for black and small b is encoding for brown. Got my point? Okay. Now the question arises, so these are what? These are alleles, alternative form of genes. Now the question arises, when I am having a capital B and small b, why my hair color is black? Because out of two alternative form of genes, that is out of two alleles, one is dominant and the other one is said to be recessive. Okay. Dominant is something we know in general English also. Dominant means something which dominates. Recessive means which is suppressed. Okay. So that is, this capital B is dominant. In the presence of capital B, small b is not able to express itself. It is masked. It is suppressed. Okay. Think it in that way that I gave you an example earlier. You have got two boys in your class. One boy always getting 100%, a very good one. The other boy equally good. Think small b is equally good, but 1% less. So until and unless this first boy is there, the second boy's quality is always suppressed. No one cares for him. Every teacher likes this boy. But by chance, father of this boy got transferred. Now what happens? Who takes the limelight? The small b. So in the absence of capital B, that is in the absence of dominant genes, the recessive genes expresses its character. Got my point? So children, you can see, if I am having black color, there could be two possible reasons. Maybe I am having both capital B genes, maybe I am having capital B and small b. But if I am having brown hair color, means I am having only small b and small b. Okay. Now the third term, phenotype and genotype. Okay. Phenotype is the observable character, what we see with our naked eyes. And genotype is the type of genes, the genetic makeup. Okay. So phenotype here, what will be my phenotype? My phenotype will be black hair. What will be my genotype? If my phenotype is black, then I could have two possible genotypes. Maybe I have got black color because I am having capital B and capital B, or maybe I have got black color because I have got capital B and small b. Okay. So phenotype means what I will see. If I am having capital B or capital B or capital B or small b, my hair color will be black only. Okay. So what I will see is phenotype. The phenotype is black. And the genotype could be capital B or maybe capital B and small b. Okay. Now if my hair color is brown, my phenotype is brown. What I see, what the people see, my hair color is brown. But what is my genotype? small b, small b. So now see here, the dominant genotype could be of two types. Homozygous dominant, both are same. Homo means same. Homozygous dominant or heterozygous dominant. This is hetero, different. Homozygous dominant, heterozygous dominant. But recessive is only of one type. It is always homozygous. So we don't say homozygous recessive, we just say recessive. So homozygous dominant, heterozygous dominant and recessive. So I hope these terms are clear to all of you. Genes, they are the hereditary unit which is responsible for our bodily character, our characters. Alleles, they are the alternative form of genes as seen here, capital B, small b. Alternative form of genes affecting the same character but in a different way. Maybe one is responsible for black and the other one is responsible for brown. Or one is responsible for smooth color and the other one is for curly hair. Now what are characters? Characters are the inheritable feature which can be passed to next generation. And every character is having two alternative form, that is called traits. So alternative form of genes are alleles. Alternative form of characters are traits. So every trait, it is controlled by a pair of allele. What is phenotype? The observable character what we can see with our naked eyes, and genotype the genetic makeup.